haven't heard about the Cowichan Aboriginal Title case yet, congratulations. It's reached news outlets from Alaska to India, unfortunately, but understandably, creating a lot of stir. You may have seen, for example, that the mayor of Richmond, Malcolm Brody, recently sent out a letter to all homeowners in the claim area, warning that their land titles may be under threat from the decision. The letter also invited residents to an information session that was held on October 28th. The session was attended by hundreds of local residents, many of whom expressed frustration and fear over what the ruling means for their property title. And look, I get it. When loaves of bread cost $10 and you have to pay a subscription service to use the printer you already bought, it's scary when it feels like the rug that is the asset of your property is being pulled out from under you. In her ruling, Justice Young clearly states that she does not believe that Aboriginal title and fee simple interests cannot be reconciled and cannot coexist. Cowichan Nation said themselves in a recently released statement in response to public backlash and the mayor's letter. To be clear, the Cowichan Nation's court case regarding their settlement lands at Cowichan and Richmond has not and does not challenge the effectiveness or validity of any title held by individual private landowners. The ruling does not erase private property. At Reciprocity, we want to raise up the voices of knowledgeable people doing the heavy lifting on correcting misinformation that is contributing to a sense of public panic on the Lower Mainland. Voices like Salem, a former Squamish Nation councillor. August 8th, 2025, following the longest trial in Canadian history, BC Supreme Court Justice Barbara Young released her decision in Cowichan Tribes vs. Canada, recognizing the Cowichan Nation's Aboriginal title and Aboriginal right to fish over the lands of Cowichan on Lulu Island as the ancestors of the historic rights-holding Cowichan Nation who managed a permanent seasonal village site there. The mouth of the Fraser has always been one of the most important fisheries on the West Coast. Nations from all over the Salish world came together in what is now Vancouver and Richmond, an area that is generally recognized as Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Tsawwassen territory. Musqueam and Tsawwassen nations did submit appeals to this decision, which shows the complex issues that arise from translating Indigenous relationships to the land into frameworks provided by the common law. Today, we're just going to talk about the coexistence of fee simple lands and Aboriginal title.